This is me when I was 12 years old. When I look at this picture, I see someone who is beautiful, but has no clue that they're beautiful. I was going through acne and I was going through puberty at the time, and my body was changing and my perception of myself was changing, and I didn't know what was happening. And when I look at this picture, I see someone who hates themselves more than they love themselves. This is where I feel like it really started, where I started to take a toll on my own self and begin that self-loathing, hateful experience with myself. This is me at 16 years old. For my birthday that year, I decided to get a perm because all the girls in my class had curly hair and I only had straight hair, like straight wavy hair. And I wanted to be like them, I wanted to fit in. And I remember begging my mom to get me a perm. And after I'd gotten that perm, I had regretted that decision because it totally fried my hair. And I had braces at 16, I had really ridiculously permed hair. And I was just trying to fit in, to be liked, to have friends, to get my crush to like me. And I was just... I don't feel happiness in this picture, and it's just, I feel so down about myself. And I remember smiling was the best way for me to hide the pain that I was feeling. This is me when I was 18 years old. I was about to graduate high school, and I remember this day specifically because it was Mardi Gras, and it was the first school dance I had ever gone to. And I was going with my friends, my girlfriends, and I was so excited to be going because here I was 4 years in and I didn't go to any single dance, and it was my first time going to a school dance, and I thought I looked beautiful and I thought I looked amazing, but I wasn't comfortable or happy in my body because I was significantly overweight, and I hid a lot of that pain, that emotional disconnect and emotional hate for my body with food. So I remember coming home after school and just binge eating to the point of no return and watching Oprah, then falling asleep. And I would eat and eat and eat to feel better, but never made me feel better. This is me at 18 again. This is me at going to my formal dance for senior year. And this was the second high school dance I've ever been to, and I was about to graduate high school in 2 days. And I remember looking at this picture and I see someone who's fat and ugly and worthless. And I remember not being happy with any of the photos I took that day, and this one I thought was the best one, the best I could do. The way I was standing, my arms looked thin enough, and I had to go with that. This is me on my 21st birthday. I remember feeling happy this day. I was a junior in college studying international affairs and political science. I was finally doing something I liked to do, that I actually enjoyed doing. I loved going to my classes. I had friends, I had a boyfriend, and I remember just overall being happy in this time period in my life, but something still was off. I was still wanting more out of my life, more purpose, more fulfillment, and I had no freaking direction. I think I was really hard on myself for not being that smarty pants, straight A Indian student, and it really just perpetuated more of a hateful and unacceptable relationship with myself. This is me today, actually just 2 days after my 27th birthday, and when I look at this picture, I love myself. I can look at myself and fully feel complete love, acceptance, and compassion for myself. I was really happy that day. We were on the beach, we were chasing the sunset, and this was around sunset time, and I got some really amazing shots for my website, and this picture is on my About Me page on my website, and I just am not wearing any makeup. I'm just in a tank top. My hair is just salty beach waves because I was in the ocean that day, but I feel fully confident and happy with myself on this picture, and I don't know, I have a lot of love for that girl today, and I'm so happy that I'm able to have that experience of myself. The reason I showed you those pictures of myself when I was 12, 16, 18, and 21, because I wanted to revisit, to just witness and see how far I've come, and to really understand and give purpose and meaning to my transformational journey that got me to where I am today. When I look at those pictures now, I look at it with a lot of gratitude and appreciation for that girl who chose to continue, who chose to fight, who chose to keep going and never give up. Because of her, I am the person I am today. And I could have only done this when I decided to make peace with my past, make peace with the person I wasn't for myself when I was 12, when I was 16, when I was 18, when I was 20. But be in appreciation and in gratitude because I am that person for myself today. And one thing I like to remind myself all the time now is be the person you needed when you were younger. And the younger me at 12, at 16, at 18, at 21 needed someone who would love her, who would support her, to accept her, regardless of her acne, regardless of how fat she was, regardless of if any boys liked her or not, regardless of what grade she got in school. I would just love her unconditionally. I would tell her she's beautiful, she's smart, and she's going to do amazing, amazing things with her life. And revisiting those pictures is kind of a way for me to forgive. You know, sometimes we hold on to resentment, we hold on to this past experience of life that we've had, and we bring that into our future. We live that subconsciously, and we don't realize that we're holding on to so much hate and resentment, and that's creating burden on us, and it's not allowing us to fully experience the acceptance and the compassionate and the loving and the empowered version of ourselves that we have today. And when we go back and we revisit the past and we pull that picture of us up at when we were 12 years old, and we say, I see you, I accept you, and I release you. That 12-year-old you, that 16-year-old you, that 18-year-old you, that 21-year-old you, that person that you resent being, that person you didn't like for the decisions you made, the choices you made, when you look back at her, you can just accept what happened, but you can say, release you. You no longer control my life, but I am going to practice love. I'm going to send you love, and I know when I send you love, it will create transformational, exciting, magical experiences for me in my life. And when I did that, I could have fully embodied who I am today and love myself. And I'm not going to say that I don't have down days or that some days I'm not hard on myself. I am. But there's awareness. The awareness is that loving myself feels good. And so in this point in time, what's the best feeling thought I can reach for? And sometimes it's just that I woke up today, my eyes can see, my ears can hear, I can taste, and that feels amazing to me, and that's something that I can appreciate and be grateful for. And so through this whole experience of visiting my past and understanding how I got to loving myself and in a place where I'm fully 100% okay with the embodiment of who I am, I created this coaching program called Self-Love Simplified, which teaches you how to harness the power of self-love to shift your story from the inside out. And I shifted my story, and I just showed you exactly where I was and where I am today now. If you're a viewer, you're a follower, you're someone who likes my work, you know that I've worked and put time in and the effort in and did the inner work to get to where I am today in a happy, fulfilling, positive relationship coming from a past of suicide, depression, anxiety, social phobia. And if you want that same experience for yourself, that ability to wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, and really feel what that feels like, but most of all mean it, then this coaching program is for you, because everything in our life is a reflection of the relationship we have with ourselves. Not until do we acknowledge and bring awareness to the kind of relationship we have with ourselves and then choose to empower ourselves to change that is more aligned to the life we want to be living, to the person we want to be for ourselves, will anything else in our life change? So this video is an invitation for you to come coach with me. This program is only open to 10 committed people because I believe we learn best in safe, intimate environments. This is a very open, safe space for you to really commit to doing the inner work, because when you do the inner work, life changes. Your external experience is a reflection of your internal condition. It's time that you get to know the internal condition and who the person is that you're living with. And do you want to continue living with that person, or do you want to change and live with someone who's more loving, supporting, empowering, and someone who gives you exactly what you want? You don't feel any lack within yourself. This program is for you. It's going to be the most amazing thing ever if you're ready to just commit radically to yourself, change your story, harness the power of self-love, and truly know what it feels like to wake up knowing and feeling love for yourself. This program is for you. I hope that you will jump on board and be one of those 10 beautiful souls that I get to work with, that I get to guide, but most of all, that I get to share this beautiful transformative experience with. All the details for the program, how to sign up, everything is in the down bar below. Just go ahead and click the link and you can enroll now. And I want to leave you with this statement. If you have the ability to imagine it, you have the ability to become it. Wherever you're in the world, I wish you a blessed, beautiful, miraculous day. Stay open,